let's talk about what's going on nowadays in the world of boxing today. Obviously, the weird thing going on today is the whole thing with Tyson Fury. He retires, tells the boxing world pretty much to go suck a dick, and then that's in the tweet. I'm quoting him. So pretty much tells the boxing world suck a dick, and then 2 hours later,
you had to say it twice. You had to say it twice.
You interrupted me. Don't make me say it the third time.
That's all on you. You're not in the car.
And then 2 hours later, he's like. And then 2 hours later, he's like, you guys are not going to get rid of me that quickly. I am the greatest. I am the best. Obviously, it's been rumored that he has depression. It's been rumored that not rumored, but it's been said that he has tested positive for cocaine. Obviously, the high of winning that title versus Klitschko has done something to the guy's psyche. We've seen him hit himself with an uppercut. What do you guys think mentally is going on there with Tyson Fury?
I think he didn't think he was going to beat Klitschko, and when that came, it was just too much for him to handle.
I think he saw.
Or he would just.
You just think he saw? You just think he saw?
I mean, do you honestly believe that he will remain retired?
Well, he said he's back.
If he keeps doing what he's doing, of course.
Yeah. Oh, he says he's back now.
Yeah, no,
within
like
hours.
2 hours later, he
But
just
you know
said
what?
that.
He's doing everything right because everybody's talking about him.
You gotta wonder if it's being done intentionally or
Now
is
everybody's
it?
thinking that
Yeah.
he's gonna come
Because
back
now
tonight.
that I think that Klitschko and Joshua fight is set. I don't know if it's official.
No, it's being
It's still there. No, guess he wants to be part of it, you know.
Right.
So he has to do something. I mean, to give publicity on himself because he's the champion. And of course, these guys are gonna get the biggest paycheck.
Showing up with the Batman suit.
Yeah.
He wants to remain relevant.
We're talking about it though. Like think about it this way. Think about it this way. He announces on Twitter that he's retired. Literally 30 minutes later, they already have Ricky Hatton on television in the UK talking about his supposed retirement. And then an hour and a half later, after that report comes out, he says, "Oh, you're not getting rid of me that quickly." But obviously, with this sporadic attitude and the way he's acting and everything, the positive cocaine test and all that, do you guys believe he's more than likely going to get stripped for the titles?
If he's positive, he has to. Yeah.
I mean, it clearly shows that he's got more than just mental issues. I mean, the guy must be on cocaine if he's gonna say he's retired from the sport and then an hour and a half later, I'm back. You're not getting rid of me. No, well, no one told you to retire. It's a serious issue.
Bipolar, right? And you know what's another thing I was thinking too about? You remember how Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson? Like, when you reach the apex of your personal goals and your Mike in Tokyo.
In Tokyo, when he beat Buster Douglas.
Oh, you wasn't born then, right? You weren't born then. But like,
I was thinking Mathis. Sorry,
Buster Mathis, yeah. When you reach the apex of your personal goals, like everything just like so maybe he feels like he's done. He's accomplished all he can accomplish, you know, like the desire left with that fight, because that was his ultimate goal, was to beat the world champion.
Yeah, because at that time, Klitschko was the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and even though his style was not fan friendly, he still was undisputed number one. Right now, though, let's talk about it. With Klitschko losing to Tyson Fury going through what he's going through, the rise of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder being sidelined after the Areola fight, Luis Ortiz in oblivion right now. No one knows what the heck is going on with him. Who right now takes over the heavyweight division, considering the fact that a little under a year ago the heavyweight division was blossoming, and right now it's just everywhere thanks to what Tyson Fury is doing going through? Who do you guys think is like the number one heavyweight champ right now?
I think they're doing a good job with Joshua. I mean, publicity, everything is good. I mean, they taking fighters to his hometown, and I mean, it's been a successful.
Yeah, the pay-per-view buys are coming up.
I mean, he's selling tickets, he's filling up arenas, he's winning, and he's knocking guys out.
He looks athletic. He doesn't look fat.
Exactly.
Like, you know, there's a lot of heavyweights that they're just fat and they just don't care.
Well, I think he's got everything fight fans want in a heavyweight. You have a guy who's a very good-looking dude. He's very athletic. The guy can fight. He can knock you out. He's got it all. He's got charm. He's very charismatic. He's an Englishman. I mean, come on, it works. You know, the guy can sell, and I think that's gonna.
People like him.
Yeah, he's likable.
Knocking out Americans.
Likeable.
Yeah, he's likable.
That's the goal. If you're an English champion, you want to fight. You want to knock out Americans.
Yeah, because obviously we're over here. We don't really see that much of the other side of the pond and everything. We don't get to see the UK fighters, but Anthony Joshua, we got to see his fight versus Dominic Brazil. If he was fighting, we didn't see the Dylan White fight. We saw it on YouTube and other replays and everything like that.
That was a good fight.
It was. But if we would have seen him fight other UK fighters, the only way we would have been able to get his work and what we're seeing now is on YouTube.
And Showtime signed him.
Well, I
yeah,
think that was something
Showtime.
you also have to. You have to thank social media nowadays. I mean, without that, I don't think we'd be able to know a lot of the fighters that are out in the UK, because the fighters in the UK are making a huge statement right now. And Tyson Fury, to me, is overrated. I don't think he's very good. He's not fun to watch. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, is fun to watch. He scores knockouts, and he looks good doing it. Tyson Fury looks boring to me. He's very tactical, but there's nothing about him that makes me want to see more of Tyson Fury. Floyd Mayweather was very tactical, but at least he looked good doing it. Fury, to me, looks very... he looks lazy in there at times. He looks like he doesn't have all the right fundamentals. He doesn't look like he knows what he's doing, like a little clumsy, you know? It doesn't do anything for me. I can care less whether he remains retired or comes back to the sport.
It's kind of like...
You guys agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
He's boring, but the key thing, he knows how to win.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like the Baltimore Ravens. I'm not sure if you guys are a football fan, like the Baltimore Ravens, who won the Super Bowl with Trent Dilfer as the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
You know, very boring, very mundane, 3 and out, but they're not going to give up any touchdowns. You know what I mean? And that's what he does. He doesn't give up any touchdowns. You know, you're not going to knock him out because God blessed him with the height. You know what I mean? He's good with his reach. And
Hey, Steve Cunningham almost had him out.
Steve Cunningham, yeah, you're right. But he knows how to win. And at the end of the day, you know, you just want to win the fight. You may not look good in every fight, but you want to get out with that W.
And the gift that he does have is the gift of gab. That guy can talk his ass off. Like you said, the whole Batman thing.
That was hilarious.
It got us all talking. Like we were all on Twitter, we were all on social media, we were all like, "What the hell is this guy doing?" But again, it gets us talking about him.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what. He may know how to win in fights, but he ain't winning in life right now. But yeah, I honestly, Tyson Fury.
Well, he's the heavyweight champion of the world.
He more than likely will have been the former heavyweight champion of the world, but he doesn't please me. It's not something I get excited about.
All right, if you want to get excited, what would be your ultimate heavyweight fight right now at this moment?
Wilder versus Joshua. I think that's a great fight.
Yeah.
Summer 2017.
I mean, Klitschko, I like the fight, but I think it might be a little too early for Joshua. Just a bit. I mean, I think he can catch him, but you got to remember, Klitschko, yeah, he's 40, 41 years old, but he still has all that loads of experience, and he can do a lot of things inside that ring that Joshua has not seen, ever. So it's a little too soon.
I like Klitschko chasing the mice now. You know what I mean? Like, he's been in the lead position for a decade now. You know what I mean? And so it's nice to see him like, I got to get a fight. I got to get a fight. I'm chasing these young guys around. You know what I mean? So I definitely would like to see him in a big time fight where he is, quote unquote, the underdog.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think he would be the underdog in the Anthony Joshua fight.
Do you see the fight happening?
No, I see Anthony Joshua fighting an American before he would fight a Klitschko.
Right.
To be honest with you, it just makes more money. It makes more sense. Bringing another American over there, knock him out.
Bring a Riola so we can beat him.
Who would it be? Well, obviously, we had Gerald Washington, maybe.
What about David Hayes?
Oh yeah, he actually wanted that fight.
Yeah,
Gerald Washington actually wanted that fight.
Well,
Washington will definitely get knocked out.
Yeah, they already had Dominic Brazil go over there.
Yeah,
but it's just basically what other heavyweights can you build your name off of? You could do it off of.
Oh, he's fighting the winner of Povetkin. No, that's Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that's Wilder. That's Wilder.
Brazil wasn't a bad fighter.
No, Brazil is not a bad fighter, honestly.
He's way better than
Washington.
Yeah.
But again,
Washington's a bum though.
What you need to do is
I should have said that.
American fighters.
We'll edit.
I should have said that. I would see him like in 2 weeks.
He was gonna say it.
I mean, the worst fighter I think was that former IBF champ, Charles. Martin Charles.
Oh my God.
Charles Martin.
Yeah, he was
You
like.
couldn't even remember his name either.
He went over there to collect a check.
My God.
He got $5 million for that fight.
Just for
Hey, first of all, the truck didn't even
So
feed
what
him.
does that
The
tell you?
truck didn't even fit him. What the gold? What are them? Dookie shorts? What color were they? They were Dookie colors.
$5 million for that fight. I mean, what does that tell you? How much these cats are making in the UK? They're making a lot of money.
I'll show you how bad Eddie Hearn wanted him to be a champion.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
So, because they paid extra money, they said we want to bring him over as soon as possible.
Yeah, because they knew he would lose that title.
Yeah, for sure. Big payout for him.
That was a
And
perfect setup for Josh.
Charles Bone ain't did an interview since that fight.
You got stabbed or shot or something.
Yeah,
that's the
probably.
last thing I heard of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got stabbed or shot. I forgot, but it was like on social media a little while ago.
After you win $5 million, you get yourself stabbed.
Ask Kell Brook.
Yeah.
Ask Kell Brook. That's Benavidez, yep, Benavidez as well, yeah. Man, there's been a lot of boxing stabbings and everything going on. It's kind of weird.
Well, it's the only way you can beat a boxer.
Yeah.
This is true.
With a weapon, right? With a weapon.
Mechanical advantage.
All right.